Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network. Hi, this is Amit Doshi, and I wanted to thank each and every one of our listeners. It's been 2 years since I founded IVM, and it's been an amazing 2 years. We wanted to learn a little bit more about who is listening to our shows, and so we put together a short survey. The survey is anonymous, and we aren't going to be collecting any personal information. I would really appreciate it if you could take a couple of minutes out of your day and go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and fill it out. Thanks, and please keep listening.
You're listening to TFG Cricket.
Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of TFG Cricket Podcast. We are continuing with our IPL preview series. Today we have my favorite team, Mumbai Indians. Let's start with who will face Mumbai Indians in the final.
Can I say something?
I have Vivek Krishnan and CP with me. We are going to touch upon, all the nitty-gritties of Mumbai Indians. What do you think? Let's start.
Well, I would say bring this same kind of enthusiasm to all the other teams. It's clearly evident. I hate to say this, but they are a very strong team. Look,
but they won't reach the playoffs.
Podcast khatam.
I'll tell you what, every year, it starts with this. Mumbai Indians will not reach the playoffs. And, most of the time they make it.
Most of the time, that's exactly 50%. Okay, we are into the 10th edition. 4 times under, 4 times bahar.
2 cups.
So that is not most of the time. 2 cups, okay.
Cups, yeah.
Anyway, let's not talk about how they won those trophies. Yeah. But fantastic team. Yeah. And for once, they have done a decent job at the auction. Normally, you see them splurging for some really sad players. But this time, I think very frugal spending, very wise spending, thanks to Mahela. I think Asela Gunaratne is a fantastic buy.
Yep.
Many people might not know him, but he won Sri Lanka the series single-handedly in Australia.
Yep.
They won it 2-1. And with the bat, this guy, somebody who could hit sixes in Australia, Nikhil. And obviously, this guy will qualify for the IPL. You only have about 60-65 yards to clear in IPL. And he was clearing 80-90 in Australia comfortably.
Yeah.
So, he's a very good buy. And Karan Sharma. For long, I felt Harbhajan was the only guy carrying the spin responsibility on his shoulders. He had Pragyan Oja for a while, but his action was under the gun many a times, and obviously he didn't play. So Karan Sharma is another good buy. I don't know why the Sunrisers let him go, because he did so well for them with the bat and ball. And this is something I don't understand, why teams trade and why the good ones go, get tossed around. But their loss is Mumbai's gain.
Yeah.
So I think they have covered all their areas. You look at their team, you cannot find a weakness. Okay. There is actually no weakness.
Okay, CP, you will continue saying that they will not make it to the playoff even after Vivek completed this?
See, there's no team which doesn't look good, like we discussed Pune but what happens with IPL is, some teams take time to warm up and get into the or get a momentum or start winning. And Mumbai is a classic example. They've lost the first 5 matches and come back and won the title. So it can't be better than that. So they have been there, done it. About the auction thing, see, they had a very strong team. They could have just not gone to the auction and still played the IPL without picking up anybody. So their core team remains the same. Everything is the same. So all said and done, great team. Everything is in place. But every year it's the same thing. But they sometimes, I don't know where they lose their way. Either it's over-dependence on sometimes Rohit Sharma, or, over-dependence on Pollard, or they just don't read the opposition right. But somehow they have not performed to potential always. Even the 2 times they have won, out of the second time, they just sneaked in by that win against Rajasthan Royals in the 14th over. And it just took a blinder from Corey Anderson to do that. That could have gone either ways and they wouldn't have had a title. So in such a scenario, what can go wrong? If I sit with the team chart in front of me, and it's a problem of plenty at one level. Whom do I play? Whom do I drop? So ideally nothing should go wrong, but things go wrong for them every season. It's not that they have had a smooth season that like a Sunrisers just went ahead through the season and won it, or RCB also going all the way up to the finals. Smoothly, knowing that, okay, I am on the top of the table at all times, there's never any problem. Okay, once you reach the playoffs, like we have always said, it's anybody's game. But for Mumbai, despite having the best of resources, and not just on the field, off the field, power-packed, mentoring team, everything going right. There are tales of Pollard being flown in a private jet to play the match by Ambani. So there's absolutely no reason for them to fail. But they fail every time. So the whole thing is, how do you get this team to perform consistently? How can I confidently say, let's say even you're a fan, can you confidently say this team will go into the playoffs? Never.
You're on the spot. Answer, man.
Absolutely. You can never say that. Despite they tick all the boxes. They tick all the boxes right. Openers, proper. Middle order, proper. Fast bowlers, problem of plenty. Spinners, right. Everything. Pinch hitters, everybody is there. I think what goes wrong is sometimes this problem of plenty. So you always know that there is somebody waiting to replace you, and it plays on the player's mind sometimes, except for 4-5 players who are always there.
Yeah.
And also the gelling of the team. Sometimes you don't feel that kind of a CSK team because of Dhoni. You could. Rohit somehow is a great batsman, but he doesn't come across as. You have to see images of him when he gets out and he's sitting in the dugout, and you feel. It's almost like he's. In fact, many times you think, yaar, a captain hai kya? He's worried about ki next match mein mujhe lega kya nahi. It's so I think that is a slight problem on their part, where they haven't had the right captain. Okay. And Rohit is definitely not a good captain material. But of course, he being Bombay.
I kind of buy that point.
Yeah.
Because in face, if you look at Rohit, he's just there to go out and bat.
I have a different take on this. Yes, you can blame Rohit. Rohit doesn't carry the same aura as Virat Kohli or MS Dhoni. But you have to, and CP spoke about problem of plenty in the bowling department. So is the case with the support staff. When you have, I'm talking about the previous years, you had Sachin Tendulkar, Anil Kumble, Robin Singh, Ricky Ponting, Shane Bond. You had just about everybody.
Jaunty Rhodes.
Jaunty Rhodes has been. I think he's their. He's their unofficial 12th man.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. You see him every time he's on the sidelines. Okay.
Yep.
He's just waiting, and he sees somebody like a Munaf Patel, somebody like a Saurabh Tiwari, somebody like a Rohit Sharma, almost giving up, and he's dying to get onto that field.
Yeah.
That's why I say he's the 12th man. Now, when you have so much class, so much greatness in your support staff, Rohit as a captain, see, he's not a born leader. Virat Kohli has, he has Daniel Vettori, he has Alan Donald, but Virat at the end of the day calls the shots. So was the case with MS Dhoni when he had Stephen Fleming and everybody around. That is somehow not there in Rohit Sharma. You can blame him all you want, but is there a solution? And I think Mumbai Indians have done a terrific job in getting Mahela Jayawardene. I remember a statement from Ricky Ponting. It worked for Mumbai in the end. But he said, I control the show. And in my opinion, I don't care about the league. I don't care about the format. If a coach is telling, if a coach is announcing that I'm going to be running the show, you have already taken the first step wrong. Ricky Ponting did that in Australia. Okay, and it worked. It's there in their culture. We Indians are not used to things like these. When Stephen Fleming came to CSK, I remember in 2008, he said MS Dhoni is the boss. And you saw the results. So that's how it should be. And that's where I have a problem with Steven Smith's captaincy. When I say Steven Smith's captaincy, I'm talking about IPL, not talking about his Australian. So this is the problem, man. you have to address this, and Rohit has to say, boss, if Mumbai Indians are damn serious about giving him the captaincy, he has to say, I control the show. I'm going to do it with the bat. I'm going to do it on the field.
Ricky Ponting met Rohit Sharma and he went out and said, I will control the show.
See, this is the problem, Nikhil. This is the problem. So this will not happen with Mahela.
I will also tell I will control the show.
No, but was it an upgrade or a downgrade to get Mahela in?
Well, you can't compare Ricky to Mahela or Mahela to Ricky. You can't do that. Where Mahela could work is he's a very quiet, calm guy.
So
Mumbai might lose 5-0 initially. But you won't see Mahela going over the top, shouting, barking orders. He won't do anything of that sort. He's very classy. He knows, he reads the game very well. And that's where I think his influence could work. When the call was made, we said, oh, why Mahela? But you have to look at the other choices. Somebody like a Tom Moody, we spoke about him. Very low profile, but look at what he's done. Look at Michael Bevan for Kings 11 Punjab. I know Kings 11 haven't got their desired results, but you need low profile coaches. And this guy reads the game very well.
See, with the IPL coaches, what Vivek's saying, I'm just adding on to that. The whole thing is that you look at any team, it's star-studded.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing you can teach any one of them what to do on the field. And it's like a short format. A bowler has 4 overs, fielders have to field, batsmen have to get out and score quick runs. And you have to think on your feet, on the ground. You can't. So what is the role of a coach? He has to manage this star-studded. Some guy is having a bad day off, a bad patch. Talk to him, bring him back to life. So that kind of thing. And Mahela is ideal for something like that.
Okay.
A Ponting thing also works if, with Ponting it could work because there's immense respect for him being what he has done and everything. With Mahela it will be about managing this team, getting them together, gelling and, performing as a team rather than having, individual players, brilliance take them all the way. So Mahela coming in is a great thing for Mumbai Indians, as long as I hope the owners leave him alone, which is very difficult in the IPL.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Because the pressure gets to you, Nikhil.
No, the pressure gets to everybody. See, the thing is, the owners have a lot at stake. And naturally, India is a country ki sabko cricket aata hai. Everyone knows ki kabhi kaun batting karna hai. Arey yaar, ye shot kyun nahi mara? It's like nobody is there.
Plus CP, if Kings 11 go down 5-0, nobody cares.
Yeah.
If Mumbai go down 5-0, the whole world is talking about it.
Absolutely.
So that is the added pressure of IPL.
Absolutely. It's a very high pressure tournament and Malia has sacked CEO on the ground. So a lot of things have happened and that part is there and you can't ignore it. So as long as I think Mahela is given a free hand, on stature wise, versus a Sachin, Kumble, Ricky Ponting, Mahela is second grade. Sorry to say that, but on stature
it's a very
bad thing, but that is how the world works. So just because he is a Sri Lankan captain or whatever, versus Ricky Ponting or versus Sachin and Kumble have their own aura around them. So they will need to, restrain themselves and allow him a free hand, allow him to take the team along. And unfortunately, it all depends on the first 3 matches. If the first 3 matches you lose, then everybody is getting fired.
But you guys, Nikhil, have the ability to bounce back. And this is obviously because of the strength that you have. You see the backup. You talk about the openers, Rohit, Parthiv Patel, Lendl Simmons. You talk about the middle order, Ambati Raidu, Saurabh Tiwari, Butler, Pollard, Asela Gunaratne is there. They have got this backup keeper, Nicholas Purin, and problem of plenty in the pace department. When you have McLanagan, when you have Saudi we hear has a muscle tear. Muscle tear could be a 1 month absence from the game, 2 months, we don't know. But there is Malinga, there is Mitchell Johnson. On the spin department to Harbhajan, Karan Sharma,
and Bumrah,
Jasprit Bumrah, the Indian Malinga, Pandya brothers. So you have so much. And Mumbai, if you go back, Nikhil, I'm sure you'll remember this. Mumbai have lost games not because of their bowling. They have lost it because of their batting. And you're talking about big names, Pollard and Butler and Rohit Sharma and Lendl Simmons. They have lost some. They have not chased down 125, 130s. It is a fact. But they have defended 130s and 140s.
Yes.
Not to say that their bowling is stronger than their batting. It's a well-balanced team. But for them to fire consistently, for them to reach the deep end of the tournament, everybody, I think the batsmen have to contribute. And it's time that Rohit Sharma also, last year he had a very bad IPL.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you could blame it on injury. Let's not forget he's coming off a shoulder operation. He was away for 3-4 months.
CP spoke about the problem of plenty. You spoke about captaincy. This thing worries me a lot, that a lot of the players are coming back from either injury. Malinga is coming back after a long break. Pollard didn't have a good big bash.
Pollard.
This could actually worry Mumbai Indians.
Pollard's form is a major concern. Last year he flopped.
Yeah.
Then he played in the CPL. Didn't perform well. Ram Slam. No. Bangladesh Premier League, no. Big Bash, big flop.
Big flop, yeah.
And even in the Pakistan Super League, it came to a situation.
He didn't bowl.
He didn't bowl.
Yeah.
I'll come back to this problem with a Pollard. What we talk about a Dhoni, what we talk about, let's say, Jadeja. See, when did we praise a Pollard? When did we praise a Dhoni and all? When they perform that role of finisher, when they came in, when the team required 40 runs, and as your top line fails, you are expecting Pollard to now build the innings, and same with a Dhoni. So each one has a role. In a 20-over thing, you are expecting the first 10 overs to be taken care of by the top 4 batsmen. And then you have the last 6-7 overs where the 3 all-rounders plus a pinch hitter comes in. When Harbhajan batted, I think, more than anybody else in the last IPL and scored more runs, if I'm not mistaken. Some of his innings were what saved Mumbai Indians.
In fact, it was Harbhajan, and more than Harbhajan, it was Tim Saudi.
Exactly. Yeah. Can you imagine? So you have these 2 bowlers actually propping up the bat, saving the day for you. So with Pollard now, everybody is expecting कि आएगा 25 मारेगा 30 मारेगा. It's not cakewalk. People have learned the art. People are studying videos. People are analyzing every footstep of yours. It's like Shrikant. Once people figured him out, he couldn't get a ball off his bat.
Yeah.
And it was as simple as that. So when you are so dependent on few shots to carry you through your innings, nowadays it's very simple. And like if you have a support staff which is, studying that guy's diet and how he walks and how he sleeps, that's what's happening to these players. What they did in the initial 5 years, they haven't been able to repeat in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
But I think Pollard has to go back to basics, Nikhil. Yes, like CP said, people are watching so many videos. People know what you can and what you can't do, and that's where he has to go back to basics. And coming back to Mumbai, I'm so sorry, will help him because this franchisee, it's home.
Yeah.
He said this many times in public, and he belongs to this Mumbai crowd. He belongs to that Wankhede Stadium. Yep. He likes playing there. He likes playing there. So now number 2, CP said he's not able to finish games anymore. Why should Mumbai only see him as a finisher? Why can't he be promoted at number 4 or 5? They lost the IPL in 2010 because of that, if you remember.
Yes.
Mumbai could have won that game against Chennai at DY Patil, and Pollard was demoted. I think he came only when there were 3 overs left. Why do you keep doing that? Why can't you promote him at number 4? Why can't you play Butler at number 5? You can easily demote Ambati Rayudu, Saurabh Tiwari, Parthiv Patel. You have to think out of the box sometimes. You can't say, I will only use Pollard as a finisher. Number 2, why don't... Now, if you look at the number of wickets Pollard has taken in IPL, it is very impressive.
Yeah.
He might get tonked for 8 or 9 in an over, but he has got this golden arm. He has got Mumbai Indians wickets. I remember so many times he can break partnerships. Terrible balls, but he has that knack. He is that Shane Watson type bowler who will get you those wickets. So you go tell him that you are my match winner, boss. Unless somebody walks up to him and he says, Pollard, I don't care what you have done over the last 12 months. I know you have flopped in various T20 leagues, but this is Mumbai. This is your franchisee. You belong to this stage. Go and deliver. And he'll do it for you.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Looks like.
I agree to that. The only thing is, there is so much dependency on Rohit Sharma, which is a factor we should see. And going back to the basics of batting, you just have to see that how Warner and Virat carried the show last year. They just did good batting. Okay, there was no, going after each ball, and they just, and Virat hardly gave any chances, and he was a run machine. There was nothing else to describe him. So, and all in the V or straight down the ground, or no lofted shots unless necessary. So you can score runs like that. Yeah. But you need to know batting then. Okay, you just can't depend on 5 shots in your armor to take you there. So I think that's where Mumbai will have a problem. Their batting looks solid on paper, but is a little fragile because there isn't that one guy anchor who looks like who can keep that innings together. It's always one-off innings which take you through. A Lendl Simmons took you, a Corey Anderson took you. It's never Pollard comes and takes you, and Harbhajan Saudi will save you. So it looks very good. It's like strong on paper, but somehow that fragility is there, and any opposition which realizes that can exploits that gets them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before we wrap this thing up, few words on Saurabh Tiwari and Karan Sharma.
Tiwari should be delighted that he's back to this is where he shot to limelight. 2010, 2011 when Mumbai picked him, and that partnership with Ambati Rayudu, 2 seasons back to back, and we all saw the results, and because of which he was drafted into the Indian team. So I'm very happy he's back. He was being tossed around from one corner to the other, and enough of all that. Mumbai also realized they need depth. I'm not too sure he's going to be a part of the starting 11 in the initial stages. We'll have to wait and see. But if he has to come in, somebody has to, really go out of form. It could be Rohit, it could be Ambati Rayudu, which is again not a great sign for the Mumbai Indians. I have a problem in the middle order. Josh Butler. So England are playing Ireland, I think 2nd week of May. You're talking about the business end. If he departs and if Pollard doesn't find his form, what happens? Who's your finisher?
Okay.
Is there a finisher available?
Pandya.
Now you can talk about the Pandya brothers with the bat and ball. They can play a cameo here and there. But CP, I'm talking about a protracted tournament, 14 matches. You have to be super consistent to achieve results. Can these brothers do it? There's always a question mark. If Hardik goes for 40 in 4 overs, are you going to keep playing him? I don't think so.
Asela
Gunaratne. But again, the IPL pressure is enormous. We have seen the greats come here and fail. So that area, that's the area of concern. You talk about it's not a weakness, but if at all you can, if you can point a finger and say maybe that area. But otherwise, I think they're doing fine because of the bowling also. So much variety. They have Indian Malinga in Bumrah, they have Lasset, they have Harbhajan, they have this left arm spinner in Jagdish Suchit who did very well. Krunal Pandya. Nobody is talking about this guy Krishnappa Gautam. Now this guy had a similar action to Harbhajan Singh.
Shreyas Iyer
is there, but I'm not too sure they'll expose Shreyas Iyer so quickly. But this guy Krishnappa Gautam has been bowling very well. He was away from the game, plays for Karnataka, didn't play for 3 years. He met Anil Kumble, he met Harbhajan Singh. Harbhajan said, please don't bowl like me. Don't copy my action. Remodeled his action, came back to playing for Karnataka, was the highest wicket taker, finds a spot in the Mumbai Indians team. He could bowl in tandem with Harbhajan.
Yes.
So this is where I think the scouting team has done very well for Mumbai. They have picked the right crop of players. Now it's time to deliver.
Okay. CP, you were saying something.
Yeah, like we have analyzed, it's a great team. Everything is good, but I see them in the playoffs. If at all, they'll scrape through. It's going to be another year of. There's not going to be a smooth run to the playoffs. They are going to find their way in between if they start losing or whatever. But it's not going to be that we can say ki Mumbai is in the playoffs. There's absolutely not. They'll be in that 14-16 point where last day ko samjhega ki pochega ki nahi pochega.
Very much possible.
It's going to be a toss up between 2-3 teams, and Mumbai is that one of those 3 teams.
Same thoughts, Vivek?
I see them in the top 4. Right. How they'll get there depends on how they start. I have to agree with CP.
How they start. If they lose 5 matches also they reach. If they win 5 matches also.
That's Mumbai Indians for you.
So then how they start doesn't matter.
That happened once. They started in the same fashion last year and they couldn't qualify for the playoffs. So it doesn't work every time, Nikhil. And because of the Butler thing, because of Pollard's form, you don't know. So I think the start is very important. But like CP said, if there is a toss-up between a KXIP, DD or let's say RCB Mumbai, I would put Mumbai slightly ahead because of the strength they have, because of that great bench strength, because there's so much variety.
So they play their first match against Pune at Pune.
That they're losing in US.
Mumbai will win.
Hey, yo.
Mumbai will win. Mumbai will win.
You should check what happened last year in Pune.
In Mumbai.
It's now in Mumbai. Now it's time for Nikhil. You should return the favor now.
See the first match. I'll tell you, first match.
And I won't be there. So good luck for you.
First match is when both teams are going to have their starting 11s in place, and on that Pune have an edge, slight edge.
Final thoughts. I think Rohit Sharma's form. He's coming out of an injury. He's playing this Deodhar trophy.
You'll have to see his sad face again.
It's never easy. Coming into the IPL.
He is like that. Like, फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मेरे को bat दो. I want to just hit and score runs.
Ball boy के साथ बाजू में बैठ के ऐसा drooping shoulders and looking into the camera like कि क्या हो गया यार.
But अगर humor में finish करना है तो I think this is Harbhajan's chance once again.
Oh man.
For me, Mumbai is taking the cup. Enough said.
हो गया, बोल दिया.
Geo Cup है, Geo Cup. This time it's the Geo Cup.
Perfect, Geo Cup. Perfect, एकदम.
Is there any chance to change the name after 10 years?
Yeah.
यही एक मेरे को Mumbai Indians. बाकी का लोग क्या?
Jeeto Geo Cup. That will be the slogan for Mumbai Indians.
Okay, guys, you can read a lot on
लेकिन
IPL.
एक है कि Geo is going to be on all teams uniform, so they are betting on all teams. कोई भी जीता तो भी Geo जीतेगा. रोहित पे इतना कुछ भरोसा नहीं है.
Guys, okay. You can read a lot on our website, thefangarage.com, on IPL Build-Up. You can connect us via Twitter and Facebook at The Fan Garage. You can listen to our podcast on Indusvox Media, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, iTunes, and definitely on YouTube. Subscribe, share, like, and comment, and download this IVM podcast app on Android and iOS. Till then, take care.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.